One owner car guy, oneownercarguy.com. And this video is going to be kind of about the problems that happen at work and new employees and the problems on my channel and my business and just in general. I got all kinds of cars for sale, and actually I've had about, over the last 2 months, probably about 6 different people. 4 different people. The 5th one was a friend that actually will be back and do things for me time to time, but I don't have enough time of him. And the dynamic of working with people. I want to comment on this simply because I get some people sometimes to say, well, that was mean, or you're being mean to him, or stuff like that. And that's not the case. You're not catching everything sometimes. You can't take a 3-minute X script and be like, oh wow, that guy's being mean. No. When you have to tell somebody 3 times, well, okay, hey, not like that, do it like this. Hey, whoa, wait, not like that, do it like this. Yo, man, hey, not like that, do it like this. Hey, what the heck are you doing? Dude, come on, man. Dude, is there something wrong with you? Why do you keep doing it the wrong way? You know what I mean? I mean, there's got to be a gradual up thing of stuff, and sometimes people don't get stuff 10, 12, I gotta shave, it's getting itchy. 10, 12, 15 times, they don't get what's going on. And so next thing you know, you got a little bit of emotion in my voice because I'm out there paying to get stuff done, and I end up doing their jobs over and over again. I ask somebody, hey, did you do this? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. They didn't do it. I know they didn't do it. I've been scrubbing cars since I had diapers on. I know whether they did it or not. I can tell by the way the dust rolls off when I hit it with water, the way the ultraviolet rays come down out of the sky and hit, and you can see the sheen. You know what I say. It's not technical even, really. It's just common sense, and that's kind of devoid nowadays. So check this video out. It's kind of some of the screw-ups and stuff that happen. It's just one scenario, and I try and train all the way through it. So when somebody screws up, they tell me they did it this way, they didn't, and then I have to tell them again and show them, and I take my time, 10 minutes, to do it the right way for them and show them. And then they screw up again, and then I show them again, and then they screw up again, and then I show them again, and then they screw up again, and then you know what I mean? Well, at that point, it's not always going to be such a friendly conversation. A very nice person. My voice has a lot of different ups and downs. I tell a story with it, and I talk to the, I don't know, I tell a story. So that's the deal with that. But I get to know these people. I give them rides home. It takes me 20 minutes to get him to his house. Good worker, good guy. I don't know what happens with some people. It just disconnects and they don't get it. And then on top of it, if you're going to tell somebody you did something, please make sure you did it. That's just all there is to it. You got to make sure you did it. In fact, this video kind of plays into another one. There'll be a link at the end of the video. Check it out. It's the most amazing thing. You won't believe it. But there are going to be videos like this coming out like crazy. You won't even, just coming out like crazy. About 15 of them in the next week or so. So there'll be a link at the end. You can keep clicking on through and watch them before they're even uploaded. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you. Hey, Nick, on these tires, they don't work. Did you use this brush?
Yeah. And
come on now.
I use this one? Yeah.
Come on now. Dude, they're still looking like, tan walls. I mean, it'll come off halfway just with that, but can you get that? Sure, why not?
He was right about that ladder, I'll tell you that much.
It's kind of wobbly, huh?
Yeah, I can't find the stool.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I looked everywhere for it.
Look over in there, real quick. It's white. If you don't get all the areas on this tire, it'll soak up the armor all unevenly, and you'll have a mess. The key to making your tires look really good is always in the cleaning of them and not the shining of them. Just a kind of a point, and people don't take it seriously enough how clean a tire should be. I mean, this is a white wall, and it should be white. Not to be racist. If you want to be, you can turn them around. Hey! So you know what I mean, right? You can see the difference. And these were dirtier, the fronts. Let's look at the other side. It looked like that. So the whites will be, backs will be easier, but you can tell here, there's still Armor All and stuff on it. And I still got so much stuff in the bottle you couldn't use enough. Spray the shit out of it, get it wet, scrub the hell out of them things, and then spray more degreaser on it. The key is definitely getting the tire degreased. It's not the Armor All. Because if you got this old shit on here, it gets dust trapped in it. Yeah. And the next thing you know, if you just spray Armor All over that, I'll have dry spots and rich spots and dry spots. Versus if you strip it all off as much as you can. Now that we're looking at this, let's go look at the other side. In fact, go ahead. This just gave me an idea for a picture though. We're talking a lot of, I mean, in the picture from across the street, we're talking all the difference in the world. So, cool. But that's easy to do when you're, don't step down. That's easy to do when you're doing the final wash. You couldn't find that stool, huh?
No, but I found something that replaced it.
That's better. That one won't be as wobbly.
No, it's not wobbly at all, so I just grabbed that.
Just make sure that, that's what I'm talking about, attention to detail. I know you're doing stuff on it, but make sure you're using the right tool and enough of that. I mean, that's how it should look. It's definitely, the white just pops. And it looks good with the red. The red and the white looks good.
So, just these three, and then what's left up here, and then take pictures.
I'll do it tonight or tomorrow, but you'll be done with anything you're doing. After that, we just kind of, it's a big wash, like soak and wash.
Oh, I already washed it. That's the first thing I did. And I dried it.
Okay, get it again.
Because I just remember doing this buffy shit.
Okay, because look. Well, I mean, you talk to.
What happened to the black car? Remember?
Talk to me before you go to the next. Yeah, I got whatever in the water messed it up. But if this has been done, that's all dust. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, because it's just coming from the hood.
But you didn't. But the thing is, the problem is you didn't do it good enough. And this right here is not something I want to say and spread all over. That's got to be done with the power washer. And it's something you don't get too close to. But all this, we don't want to wipe it off. That's all gonna, I mean, and you're gonna get more on it from that. But the same thing here, when you were power washing that, if you're already done power washing, there shouldn't be any wax on that. It should definitely be gone. Because it'll be a lot easier to wash it than it'll be to try and, that's just almost impossible.
Okay.
Anything like that, and just pay attention on that and sit back and look at it. And did you buff this front bumper?
Yes.
Okay, just on the back.
Oh, the back's buffed now.
The thing is, if you're done washing, a lot more of this should be off, Nick. A lot more of this. You can soak that down and hit that a lot with that. That should have all, it's all easy. It'll come right off with the power washer. You got to get in there on it.
I just remember I did buff it.
Well, I know you buffed it, but
it could be that wax.
Well, I know it is, but you're also saying you washed it. So if you washed it, this here should have been power washed to where it came off. If it was washed, it wasn't washed very good. We're gonna wash it. I mean, you did the undercarriage and wash it. Did you wash it after you waxed it?
No, I washed it. That's
before you waxed it.
Yes.
Yeah. Then after you get done waxing, okay, then that's why. Just it's got to be gone over, and your whole wash of it. You don't need on that one. You don't even need to rub it. You don't even need to put soap.
Oh, I already did.
I know. But First one's done.
Okay.
You soap it up and you do it to it and you get it all soaked up. Then we buff it. You're doing right then. You didn't wash it in between, whatever. So you're gonna do the top now, and then after all the buffing's done and all the wheels and tires done, a regular wash. And if there's nothing that needs to be put on it for soap, that's fine. But just getting the sucker wet right here and wet down and doing the side and coming back here and going whoosh will do 90% of this work for you.
All right.
To where we're not doing it by hand. And all this stuff in here, that should all just, you should just get it all perfect. But I mean, and then dry it. It shouldn't be any need to wash it if you don't need to. You'll see. But before you do that, look this thing over. And one spot I've just found, you didn't get it all over the black here, but it makes me wonder if this thing will come if it'll buff any more than that. It's just not very shiny. You know for a fact you buffed that, right?
100%. Yo, is it hot? Or is it just me? Could just be me.
I'll tell you what, that fucking thing ain't got no airflow. It seems cooler than it was 2 days ago, but it's warm, man. Just do it by hand. Can you see the difference there? I think by hand. That way you get less on the black.
Alright.
But I mean, it's a definite push by hand. You could try it with that too.
Right.
You'll just spray it all over more. But something definitely has to down there. So take a look at that right there a bit. But take a look at this, but also you can see right here.
Yeah.
That was one of the areas I noticed before, but just now, look at this. See if you can get that a little more.
Alright.
Without getting into the paint, but this area right here is just a little bit, and it's because it's plastic. And it makes me wonder about the other side. Kind of get the other side a little bit. Tie them two areas in with that.
Okay.
And then what I was saying on these areas, like this,
Yeah.
and this. Maybe that white will come out of there a bit with some water and just, you know, because it's just wax stuck in there. 3 tires, roof, tie-ins, big spray down wash. So you're on track. It is washed sometimes 2, maybe 3 times in the whole process. But that's why the tires and wheels and undercarriage are important on the first wash, to where we're not blown down the second and third. God dang, that looks good! Okay. And then when you're done there, if you don't have a ride, I've got a nice window here in a little while, and I'll just take you and run you back on the way to go. I gotta take a video of a car. So that's kind of what I deal with on these cars a lot, especially the detailing them, is, yeah, just not exactly up to code. And it's not that I'm really picky, it's just I want it cleaned right. And I know that if I do it right, and then we put that nice stuff on it, it'll look right, and it'll shine. So I do care about my detailing. And I do, well, by the time it's said and done, 25 to 75% of it myself, depending on what it is. I can't wait to get that out. We'll talk to you. Subscribe, like, comment.